All right, chat. Everybody, let's do a brief audio and visual check. How's everybody doing? Make sure it's all working. Give me a moment while I get a few things set up. Let's see. Let's get me a moment. Looks good. Sounds good. All good. Thank you, Grumpy. Chris. Michael. Well, as always, welcome to Slow Markets. In the YouTube chat, there is the Topstep. The Topstep risk disclosure. This is not for, it's not financial advice. It's for educational purposes only. We know that. Not a signals class. How's everybody doing? Buenos noches, Ramel. Yo. How's this market? Buy the freaking dip. Buy the dip. It is Wednesday. It's shout out to Coach Jay. Coach Jay, it's his birthday today. And so he might be joining us a little bit later. But let's take a look at these markets. Let's do a top-down view, our regular, rapid fire analysis. All right, let's take a look at NASDAQ. Keeping your losing streak alive. Don't worry, man. Me too. Keeping my losing streak quite alive. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ daily. V-shaped recovery, right? We sold off massively to start the year. V-shaped recovered. Here we are. We're teasing these all-time highs. Teasing them. How far are we away from the all-time highs here in the NASDAQ? We're just a day away. One good day away from all-time highs. 1.25%, and we'll be hitting all-time highs. Heck, we were almost less than 1.5% from all-time highs at the peak of today. But we're at a spot where we've seen some resistance, right? We've seen this. I was talking about this the other day, back here, December 26th. Then again, and then we are right at the bottom of this resistance. You can see how we had a little bit of a wick. We've had one heck of a rally this week, the past 2-3 days. I mean, we want to measure that rally. That's almost 1,000 points. That's almost 1,000-point rally here in the NASDAQ in 3 days. Can we continue this rally? Yeah, you look. We've had bigger rallies, right? We've had these nice rallies before. These nice good rallies here on the NASDAQ on the daily. So we could easily extend it. We could keep going. That is without a doubt. Let's look at the hourly chart. Let's take a look at this hourly chart. 25K soon. You never know. You just never know. Let's take a look at this. I'm just referring to this contract, okay? I'm not referring to this contract. Yeah. I'm not going to get technical difference between the Qs or different contracts. I'm just going off references that we have. But look at today's price action. We had that nice breakout, nice beautiful breakout of this, flagging pattern, this wedge pattern breakout. We completely rejected. Now we're pushing right back above. Now we're above. Now the question is, where do we go from here? We have a little bit of resistance we're running into around these 480s. Are we going to be able to break through these 480s? Maybe we come up and test these 500s again. Or are we going to come back down towards, this consolidation we were at and maybe this, chop that we've been at like around 420? We're a little bit positive today here in the NASDAQ. Let's take a look at the news going on tonight and tomorrow. Today's the 25th, but we are going into the 26th. Thursday's price action. We have initial jobless claims. We have U.S. GDP coming out tomorrow morning. Of course, we always have headline risk with what's going on with. We haven't heard tariffs. We haven't heard about tariffs for quite a while. So the tariffs have kind of been put on the back burner. But yeah, jobless claims. We have a lot of Fed speakers tomorrow. Quite a bit of Fed speakers tomorrow. Barr, Hammock, Barkin, Daly. Should see some volatility for sure. But yeah, I'm not. It's really, to be honest, I would say coin flip, but obviously this trend is up and to the right. Man, as hard as it is sometimes, I find myself finding it harder than it probably should be. Just finding ways to buy this market, even at key levels of support and resistance. If we do start to break through, this market wants to go up, right? All-time highs up, getting in with the trend. The trend's your friend. I have had I don't know why. It's me. There's no one else to blame, right? It's like you watch Scooby-Doo and they catch the bad guy and they tear the mask off, and then you want to blame someone else, and you end up, it's a mirror. It's kind of how it's been for me. It's like, why the heck am I making this so hard on myself? So let's zoom in into a 5-minute chart, and I think we're seeing more of the same. I mean, look at, we held settlement today during power hour, the last hour of the New York session. This held. We rallied up. We are making higher lows. Pretty straightforward. We've been making higher highs here on this afternoon in the New York session. And we're coming back up and testing these, 470s, 480s. The question is, can we break through this? You can see there was a lot of consolidation around this zone. So this could be a decent sized zone. Can we break through this? Can we get higher? Looks like we, let's look at this session. I'm going to continue to zoom in, right? The rally feels irrational. Yeah, I know. That's kind of how I've been feeling too towards this market and the rally that we're seeing here, right? It feel one way, but then do another is different. Yeah, remember, chat, buy the freaking dip. That's kind of what. Then I'll short it today during power hour. But anyway, yeah, let's see. We're pushing right back up here tonight. Just going off of tonight's price action, you can see we started here at 5 p.m. Central. 5 p.m. Central is when we opened up. We gapped down and we filled the gap instantly. We came up to these 488s. We sold off all the way down here, and we're coming back up towards these 470 upper 470s. I mean, sure. Do we just sell this? Do we sell this damn thing? Oh my gosh. Why am I looking at like this, chat? I'm like, yeah, this is a good place for a short. I'm not going to take it, and then it's going to sell off. Watch. I'm looking, I have red goggles on, looking at this market from one direction. But maybe there's something where we can sell off, and then we look for buying opportunities down at areas of support or something. Yeah, every time I look at this market, I'm like, yeah, let's sell it. This is a good sell. No, that's a good sell. And then it just keeps ripping me a new one. But yeah, that's what I see. Higher lows from a basic technical standpoint. Trend is up and to the right. Simple, straightforward. Don't overcomplicate it. Bilbo, buy the freaking dip. I still have this here. I still have it there. Buy the freaking dip. And yeah, straightforward. Let's see if we break through. The president literally told us to buy it at the bottom. I know, right? I know. Who took that signal? Someone. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. It's like, good buying opportunity. And here we were clear the freak down here. Like, we should buy it down here. We just rallied. Buy stocks now. Anyway, let's keep going through. I don't see a trade here. Maybe a breakout trade to the long. Maybe a pullback. This is kind of a decision zone, right? Let's see what plays out tonight. Let's take a look at the gold. Let's take a look at gold. How is the gold doing? How is gold doing? Gold, interesting. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out on the gold. Gold it's interesting. We're in a downtrend, right? This is a 1 hour chart. So we have been selling off a bit here in gold. I have a hard time shorting gold too for some reason. I'm looking at this price action, and then I'm comparing that to what we're seeing now, and it's happened a few times before, where gold is pretty dang bullish overall. It's been bullish for a very long time. If we look at the daily here in gold, and you could see, look at this rally. Like, look at this rally, how bullish gold has been. And it's been by the dip. It's been by the dip mode here in gold. And so is this an opportunity to buy gold? This is obviously a daily chart, and so it's a longer term perspective here in gold. And you can make an argument. And this is, gold's not in a downtrend. We're in a 2-month bounce. Yeah, Steve, it depends on the time frame you're looking at, right? This is a daily chart. This is not a downtrend. This is not a downtrend. But then if you zoom in, right, you zoom in, and then you're looking at this, right, this shorter term, this what's gold doing right now, then you can make an argument that we've been trending down, right? So it 100% depends on the time frame that you're looking at. And so that's the question. I pose it all the time, is look at this sell-off that we've seen in gold. We've seen this yesterday, basically, right? This was the 23rd. And so gold had a massive sell-off. And now the question is this a pullback in gold for a continuation down? Or is this just a reversal? Are we going to keep going up? That's the question that I always ask myself. If we knew the answer, we'd make millions and millions of dollars and not have to worry about it. So it's hard to say. It really is, especially when it's determining. We do technical analysis. We're looking for trades. We're looking for setups. One thing I do like to see, and one thing I am now starting to notice on gold, this is an hourly chart, is this is a major resistance, right? This was support, this zone, right around these 3350s. This zone, we broke down below it, and now you can see this is kind of acting as resistance. You can say this is a big zone, whatever, but now it's acting as resistance. We did rally last hour up to these 54s, and now we rejected. So maybe there's a decent chance for us to sell off, maybe come test these mid 30s. That could be a decent possibility that we sell off, test these mid 30s. I would like to see that tonight. We do have about 14 minutes until the top of the hour, and so let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it plays out. I wouldn't be opposed to taking possibly short into those 30s, and then maybe looking for a higher low. Right, we're making higher lows here in gold. Right. Here's the low that we made during New York Session Open. Here's another low. So, very easily we could look for another low to form, a higher low to form in gold. Or if we just keep pushing up, maybe we could get up into these, mid to upper 50s. Let's watch it. That's a nice thing. Slow markets. Let's take a look at the 5-minute chart. 5-minute chart. What are we seeing? We could see this nice trend line. It looks like we did test it, right? See, we're testing this trend line. And then we tried to break it. We tried to break it right here. But now we're trying to get back above it. We're trying to get back above this trend line. So if we can get back above it, can we see a continuation higher? Or if we fell and we get back below it, are we going to see that sell-off back down to these 30s, these mid 30s, these mid to upper 30s that we could see here? So I wouldn't be too opposed for a nice little short in gold. Look, we're starting to reject it. Let's watch it. Let's watch it and play out. I talked through both gold and, actually screw it. Why watch? Let's participate. Let's participate in the gold. No watch, participate. Anyway, there we go. Short gold, not too big of a position. Let's take a look at the NASDAQ. just going up. Right? Do we even need to look at the NASDAQ anymore? We could just say, yeah, let's look at that. It's going up. Don't even have to look. Don't even have to look. NASDAQ goes up. But like in this gold, let's get this set up for some trades. Let's get this baby set up for some trades. Like that stop loss at 50. I'm going to have it a little bit wider though. Stop loss is a better entry. Stop loss is a better entry. Let's just watch this baby play out. We'll go for a 1-to-1 risk reward. 1-to-1. NQ is no man's land. NQ is straight up. Let's get to a few questions and let's get some music going, shall we? I gotta turn my own music so I can hear it. Let's see. I'm gonna start that one over. Hold up. And then I'll get to some questions in just one moment. There you go. Let me know if it's too loud. And let's get to these questions. Why you take this short? I just reviewed it. I just reviewed why I took this short. It's all recorded, so you could rewind. Not a big deal. Dakota, what would be a nice overnight trade on the NASDAQ? Hop, I reviewed that one too. So I just did that rapid fire. Oh, you know what I've been doing? If you guys didn't know, yeah, everyone knows I'm now active on the Twix, the Twitter. Hashtag slow markets. If you didn't, hashtag slow markets. I've been doing kind of a fun slow markets trade of the night. I think I'm going to try and do that every single day. If there's a good setup, I'll place it. Obviously, there's the Topstep risk disclosure in the YouTube chat. It's for educational purposes only. But if I see like, hey, here's a setup. Here's a trade for an overnight. These markets are starting to slow down. There's not a lot of crazy stuff going on. We're not seeing big 100-point moves on tariff headlines. So the overnight trades have been not too bad, to be honest. So I'll be doing some, hey, here's the slow market trade of the night type thing. And if we talk about it during slow markets, sure. If not, I find something, and yeah, it's always fun. I like it. And then you could always do hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets. I review. Everyone knows. And we see a spike in volatility right at the top of the hour. So we got about 9 minutes. Do I have options classes? Not yet. Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon I'll have some options classes. Look at that. Looky there. Wait for the 61.8 receding hairline. The receding hairline. Maybe gold should be your new bait. Maybe gold should be my new lover. Yeah, my new go-to market. What's my analysis on the NQ today? I do an analysis at the beginning of class. So that was 22 minutes ago. I'll review that again. Like I said, these markets aren't done. Things change. Markets move. And we'll continue to watch these. Like I said, it's slow markets. Okay, that's the name of the show. I know we've been spoiled the last few months with this crazy volatility. It's been like fast markets. But yeah, this is definitely slow markets. Reviewing on higher time frames, hourly, zooming in, or actually start on daily, then the hourly, then zoomed in. And maybe we place a couple trades here and there. Oh, Richard Harris, every short has been a bad short. Every freaking short. Receding hairline is your trigger word? Let's see if gold could sell off. You know, I like this trade quite often. Let's set this one up for the trade of the night, shall we? Do we have a gold trade of the night? Let's set that. I like this. Let's set this. I'm going to close out of this one right now. The gold, the trade of the day. How about that? The trade of slow markets. I like this. I'm going to do this on micros. Slow market trade of the night. I'm going to set this up. Risk about 1,000. I'll risk about 1,000. You can look to get those 230s. That's not a 1-to-1. There we go. And we could actually pump it up a little bit. Ooh, don't want that. It's not what it is. There we go. Nice little 1-to-1 here on gold. Get this set up. Let's take a look at the hourly. It just looks so good on the hour chart too. We'll do 1,000. Oh, nope. Oh, damn it. Come on, I'm struggling here. Learning as we go. Is that where it was? Right about there. Right about there. That looks good. That looks good. That's about how I would let it. And what I would do is, a lot of times, I'd go to bed. This is purely an example, chat. This is purely an example. Like I said, I did that risk disclosure. Kind of a 3-bar reversal here on the 1-hour chart too. Let's see how it plays out. I might add to it. If we do get a little bit of a bounce, I might add to this because I'm okay with risking 1,000. Oh, you know who we have joining us? Give me just one moment. There he is.
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Birthday.
How we doing?
The birthday boy. How are you, Jay?
Yes, sir. Doing good, man. Doing good. How are you? I see you're in a trade. Are you short gold right now?
Yeah, I'm short. I'm short the gold, man. This is
Nice.
a slow market trade of the night. Short gold. I think that's what I'm going to be doing going forward. If there's a decent trade setup, kind of just place it with a few micros, risk about $1,000 and post it. But do anything fun for your birthday?
Went out to lunch with my niece, my sister, and my brothers. Then was just hanging out with some friends, hanging out by the pool, grab some more food, just chilling out, just enjoying the nice weather, being outside. But it is time to get back to work. The markets are open, so it is time to get back to work. But it's been a good birthday so far.
Good. Get anything for yourself?
That trip to Jamaica. Trip to Jamaica is gonna be my birthday present. I bought a suit for the wedding. That's gonna be my birthday gift. Pretty nice
Okay.
suit. And then yeah, maybe I'll share some pictures when we next month.
Next month. So a suit for a wedding.
Yeah,
Trip to Jamaica.
yeah, yeah. I've never been to Jamaica before.
Weeding. Wow. What are you excited?
I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm going to a friend's wedding. I'm gonna extend the trip a little bit, so we're going out to the wedding for 4 days. I'm probably gonna go out for 7, and just enjoy the time. I've never been to Jamaica before, so yeah, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Have you been?
No, that's one. I've never been to Jamaica.
Okay, got you. Well, yeah, I'll let you know how it is. Maybe we do one of the travel and trade episodes in Jamaica.
Oh, there's a teaser for everybody. Yeah, let me know how it is. That could be it. That could be one of them.
H Truth, is it a linen suit? It is definitely a linen suit. Maybe I could share Dakota a picture. It's
Yeah, send it through Discord. It's easiest.
do we need to send a picture? We'll see what we can get. How was your trading day today, man? I took some losses shorting gold earlier today. How was your day? I know you were on Power Hour.
I did not buy the freaking dip. Me and Dobie was doing a range trade, and I had to take profit at 420 in the Nasdaq, and it got to 420 and a quarter, and then bounced straight up.
Yeah, chat has some
short gold.
good suggestions for Jamaica here. Rick's Cafe in Ocho Rios. So I think we're going to be staying in Montego Bay. So Margaritaville, I might check out.
Margaritaville. Okay. But yeah, this is a slow markets trade of the day. I think I'm just gonna post this. Oh, there you go. Man, that's sharp.
Yeah, chat. Let me know if I should return this suit or if I should get another one.
Give me just one moment. Let's see. No, just need to iron it.
Just need to iron it. There we go. Pretty Lily says you had a wedding in Jamaica. What do we think, chat?
What do you think?
Is the suit chat approved? Chat approved or not? If you say no, it's too late. I already bought it, and it's a final sale, so I can't return it.
Yes for me, man. That's sharp.
All right, we're good. I'm trying to leave the wedding with potentially a date, chat. So don't steer me wrong.
You're gonna
Don't steer me wrong.
Wedding crashers?
Yeah. Yep. Exactly.
You know what you need? You need a silver chain.
Yeah. I appreciate you, man. Now I got to figure out a birthday gift for Dakota.
No, I don't need a birthday gift.
You do though.
No, I'm good. Man. Yeah, I gave you an early birthday gift.
Yeah, we got to figure one out for you. Maybe a ticket to a boxing match.
Yeah, we could go watch. Ooh, we could watch Canelo versus Crawford. Is right? Is that?
That's coming up soon, right?
When is that? Let's see when that is.
September 13th in Vegas. You said October 27th?
September? Let's see.
September 13th is the fight.
Yeah, my birthday's in October.
We can make it happen, Dakota.
Yeah, I mean, Las Vegas, definitely. We're seeing some volatility coming into these markets.
Looking at the quote board, everything is green right now.
Everything's green.
Yeah, with the exception of a couple of markets, everything is green. I know we do have some bigger numbers coming out tomorrow and Friday. Tomorrow's GDP, Friday PCE. So I'm curious to see how much action we get tonight, or does the market wait for some of these numbers to come out?
Good question.
Coach Juan says you got cooked on gold.
Who got cooked on gold?
I mean, I got cooked on gold earlier this morning.
Uh-huh.
I did take a short, but that did not work out.
I'm in the short, but if this is cooked for you, you need a new chef.
Need a new chef. Like I said the other day on the stream, you got to wait until your food is done before you take it out of the oven if you're going to call it cooked.
Oh, man. Nothing gets me more than traders talking about trades that haven't even came to a conclusion yet. It's like, oh, take a screenshot. Hurry. He's in drawdown.
You know what? Even if this trade does turn out to be a loser, it's not going to blow your account. And that's what's most important. Everyone's going to lose eventually.
Everyone's going to lose eventually. If only we had 100% winners. All right, let's do some hashtag slow markets. Hashtag slow markets. Why is everyone just sending their setups? I mean, it's cool. Oh, Nick was at the trader meetup, right?
Nick was at the trader meetup for sure. Yeah, if it's the same Nick.
I think so.
Yep, that is the same Nick.
There you go. That's a nice setup. Nice and dark. What is this? Dual keyboards? Dual keyboards. Love it.
Yeah, it's a great setup.
I feel...
Book map on the left there.
You know, am I the only one that only trades on one screen? Is that what's going on?
No, so we've had some traders that have been on TopstepTV before that trade strictly on their phone. So, hey, as long as it makes money at the end of the day, who cares? 16 screens, one screen. If you can make profits, it doesn't matter.
That's all that matters. Oh, dual keyboards is for a laptop on the side. Okay. What are you watching tonight then? What are you watching? Let's switch it to your chart.
So I'm curious about platinum. I think platinum just rolled over. Platinum has been a market that's been trending really strong over the past couple of days. And I'm curious about the equities. Sorry, not the equities, the currencies as well. So every at the buzzer, I ask Coach Paul if there's anything on his scouting report. And it's just, outside of the major four markets, is this something that he's looking at? And let me change over to the euro really quick. On Coach Paul's scouting report yesterday on the daily was the euro when it looked like this. And if you look at the euro today, it had like a 1.5% move to the upside. So I'm looking at the currencies where the equities, I think, were a tough trade today, right? Really not a lot of opportunity. I feel like I've saw in the chat a lot of traders were getting chopped up, but the currency markets, especially during the New York session, have been rallying. I think we've seen some weakness in the dollar recently that is helping these currency markets rally a little bit. So maybe not necessarily looking for a trade tonight because in the overnight session, they've been pretty muted. But going into tomorrow, if we don't see any action in the equities, then I'm looking for something in the currencies. So the euro or the yen.
The euro or the yen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tonight, let's see, this gold short that you're in.
Not doing too well, man. Not doing too well at all.
Hey. It's not cooked yet, is it? Not toast. We're toast.
Starting to smell it.
Where's JD?
It's getting there.
Oven's preheating?
The oven's warming up.
Oven's preheating. I don't hate gold shorts. It's been in a downtrend. Equities are rallying, and I think we've been seeing gold sell off. When we ended at the buzzer today, I was saying this 200 moving average, which is at 33.62, basically, looks like an interesting area for an opportunity. Obviously, that it's 12 points from where we are right now, but it's a market that's in a downtrend. I don't hate selling it. Dakota, they're saying I'm loud compared to you, so I'll back my mic up a little bit.
You're good. You're good. I just have to tune you down just a tiny bit. Is all.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you're good.
Anything you're seeing in any other markets? I know you're short gold. Equities kind of seem to just be chopping around. We already got the volume spike from the Shanghai Open for gold, so that's out of the way.
Okay. I added a couple micros to this short. Risk 1,000, make 1,000.
Nice.
There it is.
I mean, look at this yen chart, man.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Look at that. This is just tonight's action from this red line. That's VWAP. Just rallying. Yeah, the currencies, for whatever reason, the dollar's weak. We're seeing a lot of strength in the currencies, and trends too, right? So I'm a trend trader. I like markets that are moving. The equities over the last couple of weeks have been pretty balanced, but we're seeing trends in other places. So I think now is the time to kind of scan and see which of these may be presenting good trade opportunities.
Yep.
You want fast markets tomorrow, Dakota?
Me and Baron, man. Me and Baron. Baron. Yep, it's gonna be a good one.
Nice. That dude has been so he posted a pretty big day yesterday.
Did he?
Yeah. He posted it on Twitter.
Oh, I seen that. Yeah, I shared it. I shared it, man. What am I talking about? Like 40,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a long day, okay?
It's been a day. It's been a day.
It has been a day. It's been your birthday.
Yeah, man.
Do you feel older?
I feel younger. I feel younger, if that's possible. Yeah, feel a little younger. Feel yeah. Like I said, MP asked today, how old are you? I said I'm 30 until I'm 40, and I feel at the earlier end of 30, even though I'm not. I'm on the second half. I'm on the down slope, but it feels good. Can I call you Unk? Don't do that. I'm gonna ban you from the chat.
Oh my gosh.
I will not respond to Unk. Are the currencies telegraphing a U.S. rate cut? I feel like I'm not the economist, but it feels like there's a lot of pressure on the Fed to cut rates. I think anytime we hear the president speak about it, there's that pressure as well. We hear Powell say that he's not going to pay attention to any of that, and he's going to make his decisions the way he should. But with the dollar selling as it has been and the currencies rallying, maybe. But I don't think the Fed, unfortunately, makes decisions that way. Unc J meme coming. So I am Uncle J to 4 nieces and nephews. They're the only ones that could call me Unc.
Nick for a tick. Remember when it was a hot dog? And now we're back to all-time highs. Should we pull
That
out
was what that was the Halloween costume.
That was the Halloween costume, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, that's making all-time highs. Yep, man. I almost forgot. We almost forgot about that one. Okay, that was should be just buried away.
Remember when Dakota was a hot dog?
Got him.
What were prices back then? What was the Nasdaq on October of Halloween of last year?
Let's see. Where was it? Probably
It's October 31st. So we're higher than those prices now.
Yeah, we are. Hey, look, gold is panning out. So far, so good. Drop it. Dakota, did you close out Texas Red 420? Close what out? This is a slow markets trade. This is one where I'm just going to hands off, not going to touch it. I'll wake up in the morning and see where we're at. You know, sometimes if this market sells off, this would be a confidence builder. Sometimes you just need a good trade to just like, oh, I'm not just completely crazy.
Yeah, so I was looking again. I like the shorts in gold. I think location is what's important. If you look at a monthly chart in gold, it is like barely hanging on to being a green month, and we're a couple of days, away from the close of the month. That's what I was looking for earlier today, right? A lot of wicks to the upside the last 3 monthly candles. I just think trade location is extremely important right now because it's really not going anywhere. But it's really hard for this market, and I think JD's been saying it in gold and in crude. If you're buying it, you're kind of fighting for ticks, it feels like, in these markets. So I like the shorts. It's just, unfortunately, I think I shorted pretty close to the low of the day today. But your trade's in a pretty good location here. You have a target to the downside?
Yeah, the mid 330s.
Okay.
Yeah, about $12. 12 gold dollars.
Yeah, BK, platinum is just running to the upside right now.
Platinum just goes straight up too, right? That's
over the last maybe 2 weeks. Yeah, so we saw copper do this a couple months ago, and then it reached a point where it looked like somebody probably got liquidated out of a short, where it did a blow off top move, and I don't think it's been back up to those prices since.
Okay.
Platinum did just roll over, and we have this major 1400 level up here. But yeah, this is just a market, and we talked about it during at the buzzer. It's just been running. Look at it on a daily chart, or on a monthly. Actually, let's look at a monthly. We're trading prices that we haven't seen since 2021 in platinum.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Why, I'm not sure, but this month is up 32%.
Damn. All right. Look at that. Straight up, man.
Straight up. Really no pullbacks either on a shorter time frame. Couple of days where we had a pullback, but yeah. I do feel like this is a market that will just fall apart whenever it's over. Whenever that move is, like we saw in copper. Look at this is that same kind of run in copper. We saw, highest prices that we saw in a year, and then eventually we had a liquidation move and it fell apart. I'm kind of waiting for that in platinum, but I don't want to be the one that called the top because it hasn't stopped.
You don't want to be the first one in.
No. Be the first one out too.
Yeah.
Getting stopped out on the way up.
You would help it go up.
Right, exactly. Richard Harris. Appreciate all the birthday wishes. Thank you, everyone. Does platinum pay per point? How much does platinum pay per point? I think it's 625. Don't quote me on it. Let me find out before I say that. I think it's 625. How's this gold short looking, Dakota?
We're right at the entry. My entry is 46.6.
But this is one you're not gonna. This is a slow market trade, right? So you'll wake up tomorrow and see what this is at. Yeah.
Correct. Yep. This is a slow markets trade. Just let it play out. See where we're at tomorrow morning. We're in the money
platinum
now.
Is $5 a tick. $5 a tick. So $50 a point.
That's not too bad.
No.
Not too bad at all.
Have you traded the Nikkei recently, Dakota?
Not for months, dude.
Yeah.
Not for months. Now that you brought, man, I wasn't even thinking about it.
I just looked. I looked at the quote board. I see it's the second percentage mover to the upside today. Up almost a percent right now.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, I feel like I haven't heard you talk. I know D was trading it for a while too.
Yeah, D was trading the Nikkei for a while. I wonder if she's still trading it.
Yeah.
Am I still in the short? Yeah. Yeah, gazed. So this is a slow market short in gold. This one's going to... let me switch it to my screen. I will still be in this short until it hits the stop loss or the stop loss or the take profit. So if we're anywhere between these two numbers, yes, I'm still in the short. And now we just chill for slow markets. And if anything changes, I update on the Twix, the Twitter.
Have you? I'm trying to think. Looking at markets, I'm kind of just scanning here. Again, with the equities, I'm probably hands off until tomorrow, just because we have the news coming out, right? I don't know how much directional price action we see overnight before GDP and PCE on Friday. So kind of just scanning here. This feels like don't force a trade territory. If I'm looking at the equities.
Yeah, if you look for a trade, you'll find it.
Oh, yep. Yes, you will.
Someone says, Dakota, why are you in a combine? I feel like I answer this question daily, but that's okay. This is a slow markets trade. The trade that sometimes it's in my live, sometimes it's in the combine, but this is in my combine demonstrating I'm in the middle of class. And this is an example of how I set my slow markets trade setups up. Now, of course, if it works out, I'm going to be like, man, I wish this was in my live account. But no, I'm fine. Win or lose. This is for everybody in the chat. This is for education. We're trying to push these lows in gold.
Trying to. Yeah, I like I said, I like this trade, man. That doesn't mean it's going to work out, but if I had to trade gold right now, I'd be short. That coming from a person who lost 10 points short in gold today, but I like the trade.
You got. There's a trade set up here. I'll switch accounts and I'll place a trade in my live just for everybody. If everybody wants me to trade, I'm gonna do it. I am short the Nasdaq. Let's go.
Short the 10-year. Oh, come on now.
Let's short this Nasdaq. Just got in short.
Take 2 points and call it a day.
Take a winner. Take a winner. Call it a day.
Take 2 points and call it a day. Can you take a look at silver? Haven't traded silver in a little while. Silver looks pretty thin right now.
We take 2 points and call. Yeah, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. If you could average 2 points a day, it's 2 points is 2 points. It's just when you take a loss, how big is it? Hopefully it's not 50 points, right? Set you back a month. What's my target for this short? You know, I'm going to put a target down here. I'm going to put a target in these 40s. I might just close it out if we could get to 56s. Maybe just 10 points. Enough of all that discipline. I like this short. Oh, man, but I'm just over here. I'm glimpsing at this. I'm glimpsing at this freaking piece of paper.
That says BTFD.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard market to short. I lost a little bit of money. I think I lost about 30 points buying the Nasdaq today. But it's a market that's in such a strong uptrend. It's so close to all-time highs. I think I've been the trader plenty of times that says this market can't go higher and been proven wrong and paid for it as well. The thing with that, it doesn't mean blind buy it either, right? Because there are going to naturally be pullbacks in these markets. I think the two catalysts that we have coming up Thursday and Friday have the potential to bring us to all-time highs. So before that, I think anything goes, which this is a nice short. What are you looking for here? What's your target there? 22,244?
I have my take profit there just in case we just get some flush down and right back up.
Okay.
But honestly, I seen green for a second. That's all I was hoping for.
Yeah.
Now it's gone. So I was a point in profit, everyone. I was 1 point in profit. But I might look for these mid-50s.
So there's a comment from Gorini. Hopefully I didn't say your name incorrectly, but to be honest, I'm not trading in my live account because I'm not sure I see a good read on the market. I'm just gonna wait for tomorrow. That's a great point, right? Everyone sometimes it's just like, oh wait, trade your live account. We're on stream every day, and I'm not gonna get back into the conversation of us complaining about being on stream. It's what we do. It's what we signed up for, and you know, Dakota and I both appreciate all the time we get to spend on stream trading.
Yes, agreed.
But Dakota will pull up a combine if there's no good trade because good trading is boring, right? There are some days where even though you're on stream, you might not place a trade at all because there's no good setup. So, you know, in the chat when you're saying, oh, you know, place a trade, place it in your combine, place it in your live account. I think a lot of times that's just kind of goading you into making a decision that you don't want to make. But more often than not, traders should be sitting on their hands waiting for really good setups.
I agree. Actually, chat, I am buying the dip. See?
Just flip the chart.
Let's just flip. All I. Flip the chart. We bought this dip. Then watch it just. Change the colors. Change the color. No, that'd screw me up. That would really screw me up.
What are you doing over there, man?
Change the candlestick colors, flip the chart.
So there was a trader that said they got short in platinum. I don't hate that trade. You know, we talked about getting up near 1400s. We saw this volume spike right here that was at 812. I'm looking at a 3-minute chart. But we got a reversal here. So highest volume we had on the day so far. We closed below it. I don't hate this short because you're not risking a whole lot if you go to new highs. What happened? What are you laughing at?
No, just Carl. Carl Hungus is like, oh, the 4 people who just tuned in went long when my chart was flipped. That's a good one. Huh? I'll teach you to follow this as a signal. Different candlestick colors, Alt-I. You never know.
Man,
when I'm on stream, you don't know which direction I'm
looking. That would be a great strategy for the Dakota faders. Just trade with your charts upside down all the time so they have no idea what position you're in.
Could you imagine that? You just hit Alt-I if you're wanting to flip the charts, and then you come in here and just flip them. Flip the colors.
That'd be pretty good. Pullback in the currencies. Let's see. So that's kind of a healthy pullback. We came back. I'm looking at the yen right now. We came back, kind of held VWAP from the session open. Let's zoom out, kind of look at a higher time frame. Yeah, I don't hate the longs in the yen.
There you go, chat. Pump it up.
I'm gonna wait. I don't hate the longs in the equities. In the currencies off of that VWAP there. But like I said, I think in this XFA, I'm probably gonna wait for tomorrow. I took some drawdown today, so gotta be a little bit more patient with the trades that I'm taking. But I do like these longs here.
Okay. Question, chat. Would you buy this? Does this look like a buy with this chart like this?
I would say yes. Looks like a rounding bottom there.
Off of some support. All right, that's gonna screw me up. I'm gonna accidentally hit buy or sell. And add
See, that's
to
the thing about
position.
flipping your charts.
All right, we gotta go back. We gotta go back to what it was. All right, Alt-I. How do we set? How do we get this back to default?
You flip the candle colors. Oh man, here.
We're really screwed up over here, Jay. Now they're all green. Okay, and I'm red-green colorblind, so this is different shades. Let's give this back. Fuck. Which one's the right red? Those?
This gold short is looking pretty good. Are you still holding that gold short? I know it was in a combine, but are you still holding that short?
Yeah, man.
Looking pretty good.
Where the fuck is this group? I can't find the right colors.
Check.
All right, when in doubt, just change the entire. Nope, it didn't. Oh no. Oh no. This is the worst thing to happen to someone that's colorblind. Let's
Just put up a line chart.
throw up a line chart. Let's. Where's the green? Where?
What are you doing right now?
I'm trying to.
That's green. Yeah, you got green and red.
Yeah, but it's not the original. Where's the red at? Right here. Yeah, it's not the original though.
I don't know what you did there, man. There might be a reset button or something somewhere. The short looks solid though.
Reset the default. How do I How do I reset the default?
Click on the bottom. Yeah,
There
apply
you go.
defaults. There you go.
Okay, now it looks like I have. There we go. I got it. I think that's what I had it on. I don't know, man.
Yeah, that looks right. That looks like your charts. That looks familiar.
Does that look like my charts? It's a little,
Yeah, it does.
it's a little too dark. Yeah. Okay. Good enough. I'm gonna hit back. I'm glad everything's recorded, so I can just go back and see. Yeah, looks good. Good enough. You said gold's playing pretty well?
It looked like it. Yeah, we're getting a little bit of a bounce here, but it looks pretty good.
Okay. This is a winning trade.
It is. So gold is bouncing off of a high volume level that we had earlier today, kind of around the settlement for gold on the day, 33.43.60. We kind of bounced right off of that. If you can see my charts here, I have this box marked out here. That one of the highest volume candles that we had on the day came down and kind of bounced off of there. So in that short, this is actually very similar to the trade that I had this morning. So, we came down to one of these high volume levels. For every seller, there was a buyer. Buyer supported that price. So selling under 43 looks great for your trade, but we need to see some selling come in here. RM Trades wants to know, Dakota, how was Chicago?
How is Chicago? Oh man, still recovering.
I'm excited to see I'm excited for the chat also to see the footage that came out of Chicago.
I'm excited to see it too.
Yeah, should be fun. Should be fun.
Yeah, I went to the gym yesterday and Monday. Monday was, man, I was out of it. I couldn't do half of a workout.
Yeah.
It's crazy. How was it for you, Jay?
It was great, man. It was great. Again, I love that city. Have some friends in that city. Dakota, you met one of my friends that I've known for 20 years. Out there. Came to the meetup. It was cool, man. Looking to go back sometime soon, potentially. I was just talking to a friend that I was at dinner with, and she said she's going out there in August. So maybe making a trip back out there soon, but it's a great city. And I think the in-person trading, similar to how we tell traders in the chat to find a trading buddy and things like that, I think the in-person trading will help with trading results. It's kind of being able to trade in office together. So.
Don't mind me, chat. I'm still just screwing around with this chart color.
Tell us about your gambling. We went to Bally's. I think I lost $300 playing blackjack. And
I hit my daily loss limit at the casino. Gradient. God damn it. All right. This is the level of OCD I am, chat.
Yeah, you had more of like a bluish background.
Yeah, this is my original over here on the right. Hey, look, there's gold. Gold's playing pretty well.
Oh, Dakota, they're saying you can just press the back button on the charts to get back to where you were. Just do Control Z a couple times until it gets back to
Dude, I'd be hitting Control Z all night to get back to where I was. Okay, Control Z.
Yeah, just hit Control Z maybe 10 times.
Okay.
You'll get back to where you were. Stock up with apes says, why not long gold here? It's just, I think if I trade is there a valid long here in gold
Okay,
potentially?
we're switching.
Right.
Let me switch it to your charts while I'm.
Yep. Yeah. All right. So is there a valid gold long here potentially? Right. We talked about this high volume that was gold settlement earlier. The reason I don't want a long gold is because it's been in a downtrend over the last couple of days. Right. We have this 200 moving average here, which is this white line. We're under it. Every time we kind of come up and check it, it's a resistance. So I think, is it a great spot to short right here? Probably not, right? Dakota was short from a little bit higher. We kind of rejected at 33.50s. I just don't see a great long opportunity in this setting, but that doesn't mean that there isn't one, right? If you have a playbook that says long gold here, again, I was somebody who shorted gold earlier and lost money on it. So I'm not right or wrong. I just don't see a long setup here. Especially if we look at today's time frame so far from the Globex Open, we're kind of just flat. So if I'm looking at gold right now, it's almost more of a no trade than anything. It feels like kind of a 50-50. Dakota, they're saying try blue and yellow candlesticks, kind of like what I got on my charts. Blue and orange.
Blue and orange?
Yeah.
I think I got this figured out now. Control Z only worked for like 10 moves. Oh, I got it.
Nikkei is going up. It's up a percent now. Last time we talked about it was up 0.92. You can tell I'm from New York by the way I say orange.
Orange.
How do I battle my inner mind telling me to revenge trade? First, you recognize that your inner mind is telling you to revenge trade, and then you ask yourself, how beneficial has that been to you in your past? You're operating solely off of emotions, and we all do it, right? But ask yourself, how beneficial has that been to you? I think I asked Dakota, I think we were on Slow Markets one time where I asked you a question. You were just like, I want to move my stop loss. Is that a bad decision? And I think the answer was, are you okay living with the results of whatever that decision is?
Correct.
And then you go from there. So if you want a revenge trade, go ahead. Are you okay living with the results of that revenge trading? Everything we do in trading is a decision. At the end of the day, no one's forcing you to do anything. Japan yen bounce off of VWAP. Yeah, so it looked like a good trade. It's kind of holding that VWAP right now. Yeah, it looks like a solid trade. Looking at a higher time frame in the yen. I think Coach Paul, we drew this trend line earlier. That's kind of the target, this trend line up here. We'll see if we get there.
All right, well, half a class I'm fucked around with charts. I think we're good. All right. All is well. Okay, there we go. Back to normal. All is... And
Good? Everything's good with the world?
Everything's good in the world. I'm green on the screen. Yes.
Nice. Nice. Coach Hoop, yeah, grain's getting pretty cheap. Soybeans had a really nice sell-off today. And if we look at a daily chart on the soybeans, it looks like it probably has some more room down.
We need to buy some of that and take delivery for Topstep.
Soybeans?
Some grain or something. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's take some cattle.
Take some cattle. Yeah, steak. We're eating steaks tonight.
On Topstep X, if I lock out and tick the New York session, does that mean I can only trade New York? No, that means you'll be locked out in New York. So make sure you read those settings, right? If you set the lockout, if you want to only trade the New York session, make sure you only check Sydney and Tokyo. Because if you check London, it's going to lock you out of the first hour and a half of the New York session. So if you just want to trade New York, check Sydney and Tokyo and lock out from there.
Yep. Yeah, sessions do overlap. That's why part of the London and part of the New York session are overlapped. Carl Hungas, Dakota, how have you been able to get yourself out of the recent DD? What do you mean DD? Are you just referring to like drawdown, Carl? Step back, size down, and gain confidence in the process. I'm not out of it yet. I'm not out of, yeah, Carl, I'm not out of it yet, man. Still struggling. And it's all me. It's not these markets, it's me. I'll be out of it. I don't think it's a matter of if, it's a matter of when.
The blue and orange looks like Taco Bell. Is that Taco Bell's colors?
What was that?
Isn't Taco? Somebody said they don't like the blue and orange. It looks like Taco Bell. I thought Taco Bell was purple.
I don't know.
I haven't been to Taco Bell in a long time.
Oh man, talk about slow markets.
It's very slow. Very slow.
People are saying Taco Bell's purple.
Yeah. Somebody sounds like they went to Taco Bell when they didn't know they were at Taco Bell.
Maybe it was taco time.
What did you think about the range in the Nasdaq today, Dakota? High to low on the day, the range was about 160 points.
Scalp.
When you see that, does that mean anything to you going through the rest of the week?
It's just summer. I think today was a great example of what summer trading is. Reducing expectations, right? We talk about sizing down. Now you can make an argument to size up. Reducing stop losses, right? Like if during the volatile markets the past few months, we size down and increase stops, right? If your stops were 20 points, now they're 40 points. Well, the market conditions have changed. The volatility has decreased. So now your stops are half the size. Then to keep your statistics equal, you would increase your position size. Now, yeah, it's hard to give advice to like, hey, guess what? It's time to size up. But yeah, sizing up is okay as long as the risk doesn't change, right? Because the dollar amount risk is still going to be the same. You're still going to be risking $1,000 because you have a tighter stop loss. Say you're risking $1,000 with, like say 40 points. So you have a 40-point stop loss. You're risking $1,000. Now, you can still risk $1,000 and have a 20-point stop loss. You're just going to be increasing your size. And I think that there's a good argument to do that in smaller, less volatile markets like we've seen today. And we might continue to see lower volatile markets, especially what we experienced to start the year, right? The last few months.
Right. Yeah, the beginning of the year was an anomaly, right? You see times like that every couple of years, maybe, and it doesn't last forever. Coach Hoop says we're nearing the end of the month. Friday's a critical day. We are coming to, it's pretty quick. I mean, these months just fly by, man.
They do. Days, weeks, months.
Yep, they just fly by. Code Red says, I think all of the moves are made during the overnight session. On some nights they are, right? Some days they are. I think what's today? This is Wednesday's price action. So yeah. Monday, right? Most of the range was in the overnight.
Yeah, we're in Thursday's price action now.
Right. The older you get, the faster the days go. I would say that's kind of true.
Mac says, Dakota, why what's out in Boxing Baron? Jay, how many times did I offer?
A couple.
It was not a condition to be boxing after the nights we were having.
No, not at all. Not at all. Again, wait till the video comes out, chat. Wait till the videos come out. You might see some boxing on the videos. Might see a couple punches thrown, but just wait. But Dakota and Baron did not box.
Or did we?
Whoever was talking about that gold long, it's not invalid. Again, I don't see a trade. A lot of times I try to keep myself. There are a lot of times where I get chopped up, right? And I try to realize what my trades look like when the results are kind of random. And if I look at gold, it's exactly this. Could this go up? It could. Could it go down? It could. We try to push the odds in our favor a little bit, where, hey, this is a 70% probability. The outcome is still going to always be 50-50. You're either going to win or you're going to lose. Gold did bounce from where we were talking about. But what's the probability of this trade working out repeatedly is the question. And if you have a playbook that says it is, take it every single time. I just don't have one, unfortunately.
Agreed. We have moved nowhere fast the last 30 minutes.
What price are you short from?
In my live account, sitting here short from 67.25, and I am green.
Green on the screen.
We are in profit in the live accounts. Let's go. Better than 95%.
Richard Harris, man, you're hilarious.
Freaking love chat, man. Some of the crap they say.
See what Platinum's doing.
I jinxed it, dude. Open my mouth and market pops.
Gotta give it the Andre energy. NASDAQ rallying up 2.5 points.
2.5 points.
Buyers coming in.
Up 10 ticks. What? I should be measuring everything in ticks to make it sound better. Those 100-point trade would be a 400 tick trade. 400 tick banger.
These are pretty quiet markets. I know micro Bitcoin has been one that's been rallying a while. Oh wow, we drew a trend line. Micro Bitcoin's kind of channeling right now. and the high of this session has been that trend line from the all-time highs. So market that looks like it wants to potentially make all-time highs soon as well. We traded down to 100,000, bounced from there. I don't see a trade here either.
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything.
Yep, don't see a trade here. NQ ripping, that means 7 points. Alexi says the problem starts when you refuse to be long. That's really it. That's really it. You know, we hear traders say, "Oh, I was on a." There was a question actually somebody had asked, "How do you, after having 10 winning days in a row, how do you get yourself off of a losing streak?" It's kind of not thinking about your trading in streaks at all. If you know that you're in a 10-day winning streak, and you can say, "Oh, that's been my longest winning streak ever," you start to attach yourself to the result of keeping a winning streak, right? What's crazy is you'd be happy with a $3 winning day as long as it meant that you kept your account green for another winning day. And I think that leads to monetary focused trading, which we've talked about it I don't know how many times, but monetary focused trading, if I'm thinking about a dollar amount and if I'm thinking about being green for the day instead of just taking good setups, eventually there's a downside to that, right? Because more so than attaching yourself to taking good setups, you're attaching yourself to being green. Unfortunately, you can't control that.
I agree. But almost everything starts with emotions.
Yep.
And the human connection to our trades and money and decisions, right?
Yep.
How's gold doing?
Yes, it does. Dario says it's going back down.
Okay. Yeah,
Holding under
There's
VWAP.
some excitement. There's a little bit of excitement there. Green on the screen over here.
Green on the screen.
Man, all these markets are just flatlining. Yeah, this is an overnight trade. And this is part of the overnight trade, everyone. This is why on the overnight trading session, I look at the higher time frames, I place a trade, and then I just go do something. Like put on a movie, go eat dinner, go do something, for this reason, there's no sense of sitting here staring at these markets for 1 hour for it to move just a little bit. We were spoiled the last few months where it was like fast markets, but this is true slow markets. You can place a trade, let it run overnight, or if we have a lot of international traders, so let it run throughout the day, the evening, the morning, wherever you're at. And you don't have to think about it. You don't have to look at it. You come back, you see where we are at, maybe in a few hours in the morning. For this trade, I'll turn off my computer, and then I'll wake up in the morning right before news with my alarms, my 2 alarm clocks now, and I'll make a decision. I'm like, should I close this trade or I just keep letting it play out? That is what I love about the slow markets trading in this type of market condition. Is it's a lot less stressful. There's a lot less human errors, and I just set it and forget it. But look at all the happy birthdays coming in, Jay, from Danielle.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Aaron.
Appreciate it, Danielle, Aaron. Thank you, guys. Thank you. We need to know when everyone else's birthday is so you guys can get some birthday appreciation. Dakota, you told me yours was October 27th.
Yeah, October. Yep.
I gotta check and make sure that's valid. That's a valid date. But Electra posted a comment and said, "Wow, did the White House really post that?" I don't know if anyone was watching, and somebody had asked earlier about someone at NATO calling President Trump daddy. I don't know who is running the White House Twitter account. I don't know who's running the White House Twitter account. If we put up the post here, we'll probably get the video flagged because there is a copyright song on there. But go check that out if you haven't already.
Okay,
the White House Twitter
what
page
is this? What is this, Jay? You said
Just watch it.
The
There's
White
an Usher
House
song
Twitter
playing.
account?
White House Twitter account. I don't know what's happening. I don't know who's running the White House Twitter account right now. And this is not political at all. I'd be hard pressed to think that the president knows that song. It's a good song.
All right. I'm going to mute this for a second. So hold up. Jay, you're on mute. It's a minute long. What the heck? And it's been verified. This account has been verified, so it's legit. The White House Twitter account. It's like an early 2000s song. Early 2000s song. All right. Okay. Look at this gold sell off.
Yeah, it's looking good.
So can someone put the link? Are we able to put the link in the chat?
I just put it in there.
Okay.
I just put it in there.
Thanks,
We can't play the video because it'll get copyright. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's nothing serious, chat. It's nothing like, you know. It's
It's just weird.
I'm pretty sure Barron Trump is running the White House Twitter account. Which, if I was in my 80s and I had a Gen, whatever they call them, son, he would be running my Twitter account too. And that is definitely an Usher song. That is definitely an Usher song.
Yeah, it's like early 2000s,
Yeah.
peak 2000s. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Someone says, Secretary General of NATO.
Yeah.
What world are we
Yep.
living in?
I don't know, man.
Gold's
don't
pushing
know.
the lows.
We're in a world where this gold trade is looking pretty good.
Yeah.
Seeing some more downside. I think, you know. So 33.23 is the monthly open in gold. That's what I was targeting for a short earlier. I don't know if we get all the way down there tonight, but I like this short. I like this short.
And we're coming up on the end of class. So happy birthday, man. Appreciate ya. Had a great time in Chicago. Any last words for your birthday day? And enjoy the rest of the evening too, of course.
Thanks everyone for the birthday wishes. Great to hang out with you all for a little bit here today. Had a great birthday. And trade well. We got some pretty good opportunity coming up later in the week. We have GDP tomorrow, PCE on Friday. Remember, you don't need to guess where the market is going to respond after those numbers. You can let the dust settle and trade some pretty good opportunities from there. We'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Awesome. Thank you. See everybody bright and early tomorrow morning. If not, tomorrow night. Take care.